this evening here on the Urban Renaissance Internet Radio Show. We're back for the interview with Miss Kia Johnson from Empire Tax. They call Kia the Tax Queen. So why don't we start right there? Why do they call you the Tax Queen, Kia?
Hey, because I'm good at what I do.
All right. How long have you been doing this type of work?
I've been doing taxes for 11 years.
11 years. Now, your business is what, like two years old now?
My own business is 2 years old.
Okay. Before venturing into your own business, who were you working with doing taxes?
I manage most of the offices in Paterson for Jackson Hewitt for about 10 years.
Okay. So you picked up a lot. And this is why we like to have people on our show. So basically what I'm hearing is that you worked for someone else for 10 years, you learned that particular business, and you decided, I have learned enough, and now it's time for me to venture out on my own, taking everything that I picked up from that experience.
Right.
So was it scary? Was it something that you wanted to do before you actually did it? Did it take a while?
It took a while to, for me to get to know the business and what I have to do to open up my own business. I'm not that old. I'm kind of young if you want to look at it. So if you look at that, like, nobody don't want to work with their own tax business. Everybody said, oh, a black person can't open up a tax office, but it was pretty hard, but I got through it.
Yeah, so
it was pretty hard, but I got through it.
Persevered and did what you had to do to make it happen. How have you been received in the community?
I get support. I'm not gonna say I don't get support. Again, to build a business, it takes 1 or 2 years for you to start seeing your actual clientele.
Okay. So
as far as my tax business, I always had my clientele, and they all follow me from Jackson Hewitt. So
okay, that's what I was gonna ask.
That's the good thing. That's the good thing.
So you started with the clientele, OBT?
No, she took her Rolodex with her. That's what she said.
Hey,
I took my loyal clients with me.
There you go. I don't see anything wrong with it. If you were the one doing the service, providing it under a different name, when you leave, if they want that same level of service, that same quality, why not follow you?
Yep.
Now, you do have another business, correct?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about that just a little bit. I know these brothers have some tax questions too, but I want to make sure that we get that out there about your other business, the boutique.
Okay.
So when did you start that? And what's the name of it?
The boutique name is Boss Lady Boutique. As you can see, I never like listening or want nobody to be my boss, so I decided to be my own boss.
There you go, boss lady.
There you go,
boss lady. Right.
Once you start seeing your paycheck go down, it's time to do something. Get up and get out.
I hear that.
Get up and get out. But I started that business around, I want to say 4 years now. I started off here, actually, in the art factory.
Oh, okay.
As my little boutique, and I just eventually branched out to a storefront.
Okay. And how's that been received in the in the community?
Business is picking up.
Good.
Business is really picking up. Again, the first year been slow, and second year is picking up.
Now,
I'm starting to see love.
Is it so you have a storefront now, so that's a walk-in business.
Walk-in.
Prior to that, were you like appointment based, or that was walk-in always?
It's walk-in, but
okay.
You know how that is when you inside a warehouse. Nobody really. The traffic is not as good as a storefront.
Right.
Okay.
Where's it located?
Where's it located now? 195 Broadway, Paterson, New Jersey.
There you go.
All right. Well, it looks like you might need some help. Now, I have two individuals here in the studio who are interested in some side work or some full-time work.
Okay.
Now, because you can't be at both places all the time, right? And following both businesses. So maybe Rob can do a little something with the I don't know who I would want on the money. You want Rob on the money or OBT on the money? We'll put them both in the boutique if they can handle it.
Yeah,
So business is picking up as far as the boutique. It's tax season now, so this is your busy time
season.
Right now. And I want to thank you for coming out during your busy season to to share with our audience here about your work. You guys have specific questions regarding your taxes or taxes in general, or things that we might want to get out to the audience?
Yeah, mine wasn't all that serious, but I just, since I'm no longer the head of household, my brother's old enough now. But I have a dog. He's like 6 years old. I got to buy his food. Can I?
No.
No. I just wanted to ask. You
And
know,
a lot of, you know what? A lot of people ask me that, can they claim they pet and stuff?
I mean,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
go to jail if you have do something
No.
wrong with the dog, right?
Might as well claim them.
You might
Right?
as well claim
You
it.
can't claim your pet.
Let them
Anything you claim has to have a social security number.
hunt. You don't have to buy them anything. Let them hunt. So
He's domestic.
the
bro.
whole head of household thing, and people asking other people if they can claim their children. Have you guys heard of that?
Yeah, of course I heard of it.
All the time.
Have I done it? No.
Yeah. What can you tell our audience about that type of business, that type of thing?
I tell them to beware. You know, a lot of people claim other people's kids, but the IRS is really cracking down if it's not your son or daughter. So, you know, make sure you have that proof. Make sure that child live with you if it's not your son or daughter.
So you give these types of pointers for people because people come in and they want to do
They
all
want the
sorts of
fast
things.
money. So, you know,
Right.
I warn them, I tell them, you know, make sure you have that proof because once you do your taxes and after April 15th, you will be getting a letter in the summer saying, prove that this child lived with you or prove that you can get the earned income credit. And if they can't, you have to pay all that money back.
Yeah, so don't mess around, folks. Don't mess around. Now, I've seen on YouTube a lot of negative issues where people come in and they believe that, you know, this is their payday. This tax, I've been waiting all year and I'm going to get $12,000. I'm getting $12,000. And then when the
They
math is run
Right.
and they might get, you know, $1,000 or something,
Right.
they tend to blame the person
The tax
actually
person.
doing their taxes.
I tell all my clients, when you start a job, you go to your human resource department and you fill out the W-4 form. If you don't have two dependents, or I know it says if you know, enter one if for yourself, enter two if you have kids, put 0. They take the most amount of taxes out, and then you could get a big refund at the end of the year. If you put 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, they're not taking no taxes out your check. So when it's time to come see me, I look at it as dependents, and
right.
the money is not going to add up.
So they're not taking taxes out. So you're actually getting that money
Throughout the year.
Throughout the year.
Right.
But many people are still waiting regardless to get that lump sum. And, you know, sometimes they are disappointed. Now, what would you say regarding people are doing their taxes themselves?
Like on TurboTax. or something like
TurboTax and things like that. Is there a benefit to doing it yourself or doing it through an expert, a person who does this for a living? What's the difference in your opinion?
I would say the benefit of doing on TurboTax, of course, TurboTax charge less money, but you're not insured under TurboTax. If you decide to go to college or to buy a house, you need a copy of your tax return. You cannot go to TurboTax to get that. So by you going into a facility, you know, they got insurance. We keep your tax records on file for 3 years. You can always
Okay.
come back to any tax professional to do your taxes to get a copy of anything you need. Because when IRS starts sending out the letters in the summertime, that's when you're going to need your information. And you're not going to go back to TurboTax to get it. How are you going to get it? Where's TurboTax at?
Right, right.
that. True.
I got a
You know.
question for you. For someone doing an itemized tax return, what is the maximum deduction that you can deduct from travel expenses, job related?
Depending on your gross AGI.
Okay.
So if you have a $20,000 AGI, I wouldn't advise you to itemize 15,000 of it, or 10,000 of it, 5,000 of it. It's a percentage of It's a percentage of things you have to based on your income.
So be
Okay.
reasonable.
So be reasonable because they
Yeah.
look at you have to pay rent, you have to pay public service, you have to pay all
Right.
your other bills. So what do you have left?
Okay.
Now, what about businesses that are not turning over a profit? How long can you report all of these losses after losses? Is there a limit to that, or territory you want to stay out of?
If you're not getting a profit of your business after 3 years, I say just stop.
Okay. Just
I
yeah.
mean, 'cause
Let's start a new
it
business.
takes right. Again, it takes 2 to
Right.
3 years to pick up a business. So after 3 years, just stop.
Try something
I
I
mean,
new.
yeah,
man.
try
something
a
new.
new gig.
I hear you. Any other questions from you, gentlemen?
No, I can't think of anything right now.
Now, what about referrals? And we know that the boutique is on Broadway. Where is the tax?
Same place.
Same.
All
Okay.
in one.
All in one. Yeah, that
Get your
makes
taxes
sense.
done and shop.
Wait, it's too
you
bad they
go.
couldn't
There you
cash. Couldn't cash. You needed like a little cash place there. So
It's
when
a
they
check
get
cash place across the street.
there, you go. They come back to the
All right.
boutique.
While you wait,
Yeah.
while
Come back
you
to the
wait, you
boutique.
can
Right.
peruse these items here, and let us know what you
Check cash place.
need.
So get direct deposit and it's an ATM next door.
There you go. There you go.
All right, give us that address again and any other contact information that you might want to share. Phone number, email, how our audience can get in contact with you.
Okay, it's called Boss Lady Boutique / Empire Tax Service. We are located on 195 Broadway, Paterson, New Jersey. My Instagram name is Boss Lady _Boutique 195. You can find me and ask me any questions up there too.
Okay. Great. That was a great interview, and we are glad that you came to the studio to share with our particular audience what you do. And we encourage folks, if you haven't got your taxes done already, you want to reach out to Empire Tax. And if you need something nice to wear to the job, out for dinner, whatever the case may be, check out Boss Lady Boutique. They're both on Broadway in the beautiful city of Paterson, New Jersey. We want to make sure that you know that this is now, you are familiarized with our setup, our situation, and we consider you one of the family here.
Yes.
So at any point that you need to utilize our platform, be it the Facebook, the website, or hear the internet radio show, let us know so we can get information out there and share it with everyone. And the next time that you do come on the show, I will be I'm going to make sure that I get the pictures
Oh, no.
from 2004. I believe it's 2004 when
no.
when Kia did a fashion show. She did the one in Hackensack. Remember it snowed in Hackensack?
Oh, yeah, that
she
was
did that
crazy.
one too, and
I
the
love
one
fashion.
at Leneve's a couple of times. So she's been in the fashion world for quite a while. I just have to dig those pictures
Please
out. Those are good pictures. I'm going to dig those up for the next time that you come.
Okay.
Now, the interview portion is coming to a conclusion. However, you are encouraged to stay on with us and chop it up some more with our topics and the other things that we have in store. So you don't have to answer right now. We're going to take a break, and we'll talk to you about staying over the break.